we'll start off pick up video, yeah. And you want to see what I got last week and weekend. So I started off. I went to my CEX with, as you know, I've had this voucher hanging around for ages, and I went into CEX because I saw a couple of games and I thought, I'm going to go and get a few things in my voucher because it's just been sitting there and nothing's come in that I want. Because to be honest, I don't like paying postage to get something delivered, even though I realise with my games collection that to get harder to find games now, I'm going to have to start ordering them because you don't see them around very much here. You see very common titles. Uh, CX pickups. First one, Dragon Ball Z Fighters. This was £8. It looks in pretty good nick. As you know, PS4 games don't generally come with instructions. So I saw it there and I thought, I like my anime style fighters and stuff like that. So I thought I'm going to have that. Not I'm Dragon Ball fan. I've seen bits of it, but I like fighting games. And then Chris, I saw this, and I ummed and ahed. And to be honest, I left it there, went to walk to the place which I'm going to show you for the pickups next. But I went straight back to it because I thought I'm going back for it, and that was Terminator on PS. It's a first-person shooter. It actually looks really good. I haven't played it yet. Oh, there's one. CX voucher. That was 15, but it looks a good game. It looks a really good game. Yeah. Obviously, I've got the stickers to take off and that, which is a pain in the ass. But I picked up two more from CEX. The first one was this, another fighter, Soul Calibur Legends. That, that was £2, but the only thing was there was no manual. But for £2, I mean, it's usually a £4, £5 game. I thought I'm gonna have to take it, and I need to find a manual for it. I might have to pick it up again, and if I do pick up a game with a manual, I'll send you this one. And the last one from CEX, Chris, you'll love this one. This has been on my radar for a while, and I know it's only on the original Xbox, OG Xbox, which people don't like to call it. But this is. Are you ready? This is Star Wars Obi-Wan. And complete. And that was £8. And I've seen this selling for up to like £15, £16. And I was really pleased for that. So that's my CEX pickups for this week. And then the next one we went to was that special little shop I told you about that I found. And well, basically, I went there because I went there to pick something up for you, which you said to me about. Because I picked up the week before, and that was Star Wars: The Force Awakens for a pound. Pound. I'll tell you what, Chris. You think that's ridiculous? Oh, look, the manual's in there as well. You think that's ridiculous? Wait till the next one, yeah. And then I thought to myself, well, there's a game there that I've got on my PS4, but I haven't got many Wii U games. I thought I'm going to pick this one up for £2, and that was Lego Jurassic World. £2, Chris. I don't know if no, but I did because it was there the other week, and I ummed and ahed over it, and I went back and it was still there, so I thought I'm having that. A bit of sticker damage, but I'll get that off. And then I picked up one more game from there, which wasn't in their piles. He was doing something when I went in there, and he had some games on the counter. And I know he's got loads of games, but I've seen this, and all right, it was a little bit expensive, yeah, compared to some of his other stuff. And it looked quite good, Nick. A little bit knackered on the corner, of the display box. But this cost me £18, and this was Bayonetta 1 and 2 Special Edition. Nice. I I was like, oh, I think I'll have that one. I've never seen it. I've never seen it on the shelf. And it's all in there because he showed me it all. He opened it up and showed me, and it's a fighting game in it. And then we moved from Saturday to Sunday because Kate, I told Kate I was going to the car boot on Sunday, but she said, "Did I fancy going somewhere else where they have a big car boot?" And I was like, yeah, go on then," because we go to the meat store there and buy meat for like a month or two, and then stick it all in the freezer as soon as we get home. 'Cause it's only a half an hour drive, so nothing goes off or anything like that. And I was walking around, and I come across a game store there, and I've seen the guy before, and he remembered me from years ago, and he said to me, "Did you get those Wii games?" I was like, "Oh yeah, so I've got loads of Wii games now." And he remembered me, Chris, and I've been there like once or twice before in the last 10 years. And so I was looking for his games, and the first one I picked up, which I was quite pleased to get, was an Essential game. But I'm keeping this one. This is Super Street Fighter for the arcade one on a red disc. It's a great game. I'm sorry, Tony. I've got to keep this one. And, and then I was going through his red disc, and I don't know how this slipped by me, Chris. I thought I saw a red disc, but it was only a quick check of the disc. I picked up, and when I got home, I was little bit gutted, but I'll tell you why in a minute. I picked this up, Ratchet and Clank on PS3 Essentials, cranking. But Chris, no, it was wrong disc. But it's a great game. So I'm gonna have to keep it because it's a great game. It cost me £8 that as well. Game was part of that deal, and that was Destruction Derby 2, double case. The only thing is there's a crack in the back of it, but it's all there, manual and disc. I'm sure it's only one disc, isn't it? Even though it's double case. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I mean, I suppose I can. It's only a CD back on it. I suppose I could change it for just a CD back. I suppose I might do that. But the front's very nice, and I was actually quite pleased to get that because it has been on my radar. And then, as part of that 4 game deal, this is one I picked up for you. Unfortunately, there is a thing inside it, but I don't think it's a manual. But I picked this up for you. Need for Speed Most Wanted. I picked this game up for £1 last week. Do you remember? And I got that as part of my games deal off this guy. Uh, Red disc. It's got this in it, but that's not the manual, is it? But as you know, with PS3, I was going to say, as you know, with PS3 Essentials, the manuals are the same as the original games. They didn't do special manuals; they just did the original manual. So you could just, if you've already got this on the normal PS3 version, you could just take manual like that and stick it in there. That's what I do. Yeah. So you got that. That was what I thought I'd pick up for you. Right. And then I went to another store there. But first, after I went to that store, I went back to him for something else. I've I brought a knockoff Super Mario 3, which is in my games room. So the label's falling off, but he did me a deal on these 2 games. So I got the Mario 3 knockoff, which I'm not going to show, and I also brought this Mega Games 3. It's got Alien Storm, Thunder Blade. I love Super Monaco Grand Prix. It was my first game on my Japanese Mega Drive all those years ago. When Mega Drives first came out, I had to get a Japanese one, and I had Super Monaco. But There's no manual, Chris. You said you might have one though. Yeah. Ah, then I went to another store after I'd picked those up, like I said, and the guy was selling PlayStation 2 games free for a fiver, or they're all common, they weren't brilliant. And he had, yeah, good price, all very yeah, we've seen them hundreds of times, Chris. I've sent you loads of them for the charity. But he also had a box of PlayStation, and he had a few games in there. And now there was some FIFAs in there, which I regret not buying them because I could have used the PlayStation One cases and swapped them over for good cases for some of my knackered game cases. But I still picked three up. I'll do them. I'll, yeah, I'll do them in this order. First, I picked up. And now it's only it's only the insert, the front insert, and the game in the CD case, but it's the proper game. Was Striker for £1, and I used to have Striker back on the Amiga. Like oh no, it's the instructions. I thought it was only the insert, but there's the game. There's the instructions. I haven't got obviously or a proper case, but I thought for £1 anyway. That was still all right. How often do you see PlayStation games for £1? No, and then the next one, the case is it's better, but it's still got a couple of cracks in. I picked up that for £1 off this guy. Was Toka touring cars. That's I think I've got some of the newer ones on the PS2, PS2 or Xbox, one of them. But I used to have this, and I used to enjoy this. This was in fact, to be honest, I love Gran Turismo, but I thought this was as a racing game. I thought this was better. I enjoyed this better. And then there was one more game, Chris, and I couldn't believe it for £1, yeah, because I checked all these games, I checked all the discs in the games, and they all looked good. They didn't look hardly any scuffs or scratches or anything, which I thought, they've obviously been looked after. Not immaculate new condition, but good used condition, definitely. And then I picked this up for £1, which I thought was an absolute bargain. Cool Borders free for £1, yeah. Was the case has got a crack, but I don't mind them having a crack. It's got the game in it. It looks like oh it's platinum. It's all right. It's right disc. Yeah, and and obviously really nice look. Yeah. So I love people. You know me. I've been trying to play Cool Borders too, but the moves are a pain in the ass and that. And I think this is the one that I was good at. I've got a funny feeling this is the one I was good at with good half pipes and things. The graphics look a little bit better than the other one. Uh, the crack is you can't see it. It's just down the side here, and there's a little one just across the middle as well. But I'm not complaining. No, you can't see it, Chris, but it is there. But so that was my car boot and my walk around. There is another one. This is the last one I'm going to show you from the Grimsby car boot because when I came back, it was still only 10 o'clock in the morning. And so the way Kate drove back, we drove back past Grimsby car boot and I said, "Can we go and have a quick look?" Not thinking there'd be anything at all, because it's 10 o'clock in the morning. They've been there since 5. All the good stuff will have been. What? So there's one individual pickup I'm going to show you, Chris, and then I'm going to show you what the lady done me for £6.50. So the individual pickup was Need for Speed 2 Shift. Complete. She had quite a few games, and she said to me, "Oh, my games are £3 each." And by this time, by this time I'm running out of money. I'm like, I'm not going to get any more money this week. I've spent far too much on games. I wouldn't have. Maybe I spent £50, but I still thought it was too much because I like to buy one or two games at a time and not bang. I'm buying all that in one go. Oh, don't forget there was the CEX voucher as well, which took it to would take it to nearly £90 value. So I picked that up. I said I'll give you £2. I said that I haven't got much money. I'll give you £2 if you want to get rid of it. And she went, oh yeah, all right then. Yeah, I'll do it to you for £2. So I was like, thank you very much. Stuck it in my bag and I was gone. And right, Chris, this is the last one. Yeah, this is the one I was telling you about for £6.50. I went to this lady's store, and she didn't have many games, but she had a few bits and bobs, and I picked up this big bag full for £6.50. Inside it, I'll show you. She sold me this case she chucked in. I don't know. I think it's for a DS or something. I don't know what it's for, but she chucked that in. No, it just says competition pro. It doesn't say what it's actually for. It's in good nick though. And part of that £6.50 was one of these, which I told you about, a step down converter plug. Well worth it, Chris. I told you about this. A little PlayStation 2 pad. That side feels a little bit knackered, but it seemed all right for 20p. The buttons aren't great. It's weird though. There's buttons down here, Chris. They're there and they're down there. I don't know if you can see that. The buttons are there. The R2 and L2. Yeah. Weird. Not yet, but PlayStation 2. So it's more than like it's got it says analog on it, so it is a PlayStation 2 pad. But it doesn't feel particularly great, but if it works, there you go. I've got all sorts of bits. I'll show you what it is first, and then I'll tell you what's missing. This lady, like I said, for this £6.50 deal, this is what made me think, I'm going to take this, and if I get one of them working, then it's going to be worth it. She sold me 3 Wiis. Right. None of them have got this cover bit, but that's got the flap. This one's got the front flap. They're not brilliant. They could be in nice condition if I clean them up. Just that was the first. That's probably the best one of the 3. The other 2, like I said, they're a little bit dirty, and it's got the front flap, but this one's got none of the side bits. Not that you need them, because you want to access it anyway if you're playing your GameCube and your memory cards. And then there's the other one. This one's got this bit on it. No, that bit's not there, but the front's still there again. Usually it's this bit that's not on them. Yeah. Chris, there's still a whole massive, I don't know if I can show you this, a whole massive bag of wires. Right, there's no sensor bars for the Wii, so if any of you are watching this have got any spare Wii sensor bars, I'd appreciate it. But, there is power packs. I think I've got 3 power packs. Yeah, no controllers, but there was a nunchuck, and there's a Wii stand. I think there was another one there. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's another one there. I've got a couple of these. But it's weird, Chris, because there's still more wires in here. There's like Xbox wires as well for the original Xbox. I plug in the back and into the TV, so I've got spare Xbox wires now. Yeah. See, everybody everybody knows me from the fans hub on Arcade. So they don't expect me to be an actual retro game collector. And all my games. Yeah, I am, yeah. I've got hundreds of Game Boy. Uh, oh, and there was a couple of Nintendo DS cases I picked up as well. Should I just go and find them and show you? Just give me 1 second then. Right, so she also chucked me these in, and I think I might have. Oh, well, I'm not actually sure if I've got these for the DS, but they were both the cases and the manuals, which she actually wanted £1 each for, but she did it as part of that £6.50 deal, and that was these two. Yeah, but there's no games in them. No, but they're immaculate, Chris. It's immaculate. She didn't have the game. She said to me she didn't know what happened to the game. She had them years ago. It's even got the Mario Kart card in there as well. No, there's nothing in them, Chris. No. But yeah, unless anybody's got loose games they want to sell me or give to me, or the original one, the original Mario Kart. Yoshi's Island. I'd like to thank everybody for watching Gaming Grandad's channel tonight and my games pickups. If you like it, I'll do it again. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great evening. Good night, guys. Thank you for watching. And Tony Tech Powell, happy birthday, mate. Oh yeah, go on then. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tony Powell. Birthday to you. Hope you get everything you wanted, Tony.